Good evening, guys. My name's Casey Bailey. I'm a performance poet, and I'm here to perform in front of this amazing work by Dale Grimshaw about clashes of culture. And so the first poem I'm going to perform, which I think links very well to that, is called Half Breed, and it's about being mixed race and some of the experiences and some of the things I've heard people say linked to that. I'm not a dog. This isn't Crufts. I do not bark. I do not woof. So when you call me a half breed, my heart would bleed if it weren't so tough. I could cry, but I have to laugh. What breed are you if I'm just half? Different races aren't different species. We're all human, just some less smart. Right from the start, as I was growing, I used terms like half-caste, not even knowing or considering their true meaning before reading John Agard's poem. Half-caste? What do you mean? I'm half-formed, half a being, half the nightmares, half the dreams. Well, I'm over quota, or at least it seems. The darkest nightmares, I've had to live with them. The brightest lights, could not get rid of them. And I have dreams beyond comprehension, dreams even bigger than your ignorance. The things they say when they don't think. I'm muddy water, a dirty drink, like my white mother's blood was pure until blackened by daddy's ink. It's not just that, it swings both ways. Diluted juice, that's what they say. Like black is beauty, black is power. What use am I, if only grey? While you reject me and resent me, you reflect me and represent me. We're all society. Some of us mixed up, some full of hate, evidently. Thank you. My next poem kind of links to culture again, but it links not so much to a clash of cultures, but to a following of cultures where people are scared to stand out and have their own identity. And it links to Charles Darwin's kind of theory of survival of the fittest and natural selection. It's called Survival of the Fittings. Sometimes I ask myself, would Darwin understand it in a time when no man wants to be the last man standing? And survival is no longer about bettering a rival, it is more about achieving the approval of an idol, where selection isn't based on what's natural, what's actual or factual, it's based on criteria they tell and how well you can match it all. Kids complain about the uniform because it's cool to say you ain't fair, then spend the whole summer making sure they wear the same things their friends wear. There's no time for natural variation at a time where discrimination can be based on something as simple as clothing brand reputation. Like, oh my God, he's wearing Fila. What a joker, what a geezer. Oh wait, Fila's in now, I better go and swipe my visa. If you were a peacock with the biggest, brightest tail, then you would rule the roost and you would get the females, but you dare to be a human and stand out, we will go and get the brand out and make sure that you're labeled as a fail. But you can still be amazing, be brilliant, be great. Just make sure you dress and act exactly like your mates, who will trespass in your mind and graffiti on your dreams till you no longer recognize the person you aspire to be. What would Darwin think? He recognized a time where difference helped us grow. Now what difference does he show the people we don't want to know? Because there will be no survival for the fittest in the time that we're living. Right now, there will only be survival of the fittings. Thank you. And I'll finish with a rap, which is about privilege, my experiences of people feeling underprivileged when they're probably not, and the poor decisions that people in my kind of background have made based on that. And this is called Water Run. Growing up, I felt like I never had much. Little boy, big world, I had to man up. Looking back, I think about the roof over my head, pillows on my bed. I'm just grateful for that stuff. As a boy, I turned the tap and watched the water run, while another boy had to run for his water, eyes filled with tears when my boy got killed, when the next kid just saw his whole village get slaughtered. While my people consider themselves have-nots, we never stop to be grateful for what we have got. How you gonna open up Twitter on your iPhone and tweet complaining about your quality of life, bro? Hashtag crazy. If he tells you he can't do it, then that man's lazy. He ain't rocket science, it's appliance. Work pays off. So I live like my brother told me, no days off. No rest for the righteous, I told the boys then. It's time to come up off the road and leave the toys, men. But now I'm trying to heal their minds and their poison. It's like I'm trying to make a point, but it's pointless. They won't hear me, won't hear me. They think I've never seen it, but I've seen it so clearly. I'm just trying to show another way up off a roadside, one where mommy don't cry and end up all teary. And I ain't saying that you gotta do what I did, but don't tell me you can't change if you ain't tried it. These guys would rather break the law and have an iced wrist than study law and really end up with some nice-ish. Please tell me this ain't what life is. I can't believe what I received through my iris. These will run around here like they're fly living, but we're living in a skip, so you're just fly tipping. And now they don't know what he said. I guess some things never change, I'm going over their head. Little boys want to boast about rolling with toast. I tell them, kid, use your loaf, there's other ways to make bread. Back up on the wordplay. It's the reason I started rapping in the first place. But now I'm really trying to give with my gift, make music to uplift my people on their worst days. So let a beat run. I ain't finished with them yet, let me speak, son. I'm from where Freddie don't come into the dreams, cause he'll be the one who screams and struggle to get sleep, son. So now they're saying that the man's back. But to be H, that ain't even where my plan's at. So if they ask you if I really did return, tell them you ain't heard a word, man, it must have been a flashback. Thank you very much. My name's Casey Bailey. And thank you, Dale, for this amazing art. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.